Hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres and the Campaign Trail. Today's the 17th of October. Gives us about 22 days until the election. And I want to address something today that we will deal with one way or the other, whether I'm elected or not, in the years and months to come. We're in odd times now, difficult times in our country's history, I think. I mean, it's always new, but this is uncomfortable for some folks. I know that for me, it's somewhat uncomfortable what I'm seeing in the news. And one of the things that drives this is fear. Now, what we've seen in our campaign, which is a microcosm of the bigger issue, is campaign signs. All right. That's part of a campaign. You make signs. You have people that come along want to support your campaign. Say, hey, you want to put a yard sign out? Some people for us have said, ooh, no, I'll vote for you, but I'm not gonna, because they're afraid of repercussions from the sitting sheriff. And I've told you that before, and that's a sad state of affairs. But then the people that have taken signs from us, they've had them stolen. So that it causes you to think, I put a sign out on my property and somebody trespasses on my land and steals something that's mine because I have said that my opinion is Mark would be a better sheriff than the one that we have now. And it seems kind of not such a big deal, but in people's minds it's a huge deal. And it causes more of what? Fear. It causes more fear. And as we go forward, when I'm elected, there will still be fear, for issues that we're going to have to overcome. And so we might as well start dealing with this fear factor right now. Military people learn this. I don't know as anybody sits you down and tells you about it, but you learn it. For me, going in the military was a tough deal because I had to get shots. I hated shots. And then I had this thing about waiting in lines. I hated waiting in lines. But I overcame those things, and now it's like waiting in line is almost comforting. A lot of the stuff that I had to do in the military, eating MREs and stuff, hated it at the time. Now it's kind of memory lane, and it's kind of fun to think about. There were things that I had to do that I've never come to grips with. And there was fear. The fix on fear is courage. Now, what is courage? The cowardly lion. He's just given courage, right? No, courage is it's a unique entity all its own. It's not that there is no fear. Believe me, in what I am doing, there is fear. I look at it and say, this could be really detrimental to what I want to do as far as my life goes and my wife and children and my direction in life. But when I weigh it out, it would be a poor decision to turn my back on it and run in fear. That would be a poor decision. And I would not become stronger, I would become weaker. So as we go along on this, this is a team effort. There's no doubt about it. I have got people around me, and I am gathering people pretty consistently. We need people to get a hold of their courage. Now, you may have fear about something. I put it in a yard sign out. You're afraid to put a yard sign out, and I totally understand it. I'm not making fun of that. There's real fear with what you're dealing with right now. There wouldn't be under a constitutional system because you would know what the rules are. They would not be changing on you constantly, and you wouldn't be subject to the whims of, several individuals. That's not the way it works in that system. And I think people understand that. But overcoming that fear is something that you have to do on a personal level. Like, I can't come to you and shame you into putting a yard sign out. And really, yard signs at this point, Do they really mean very much? No, they really don't. Everybody knows this election is going on in the county at this point. We understood the fear factor, and so we put billboards up. And that way no one has to take responsibility for it, but all we wanted to do was make it known to the people of this county that they have a choice. And then let nature go its way. That's all we needed to do. And even now, there are people that probably have to play the game of, oh yeah, I support the sheriff. And when they go in the voting booth, they're on their own, and they can make their decision at that time. And in a lot of people's minds, hey, it's time for a change. 25 years of this guy has just been, it's time for a change. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna title this "Courage and Yard Signs." What I think people need to do, if I'm talking to you and there is a fear issue, think about this, overcome this one, and then go on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. I've got plenty of yard signs here. Get them, stick them out. Yeah. You're going to make people uncomfortable. You're going to offend Aunt Millie or whatever. Do it. Do it. If that's what you believe, do it. And throw fear to the wind. Because generally, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. This is Mark from Baker's Green Acres. I'm coming back at you.